Would a black hole be able to descend to Earth? How can a black hole be brought to Earth when even the tiniest of them weigh many times the mass of the Sun? Indeed, with the support of the powerful CERN, it is feasible. Located in Geneva, Switzerland, the European Council for Nuclear Research, or CERN for short, is the largest particle physics laboratory in the world. In order to perform high-energy physics experiments, the CERN laboratory is essentially furnished with particle accelerators. The Large Hadron Collider, the biggest and most powerful particle collider in the world, is situated here. Thanks to a cooperation, CERN's tools are currently being used creatively to model the jets that black holes release. However, how is it even feasible to accomplish such an unbelievable feat? It's time to explore. Welcome to Space Lab. A supermassive black hole at the center of most galaxies consumes the nearby stars and material. The black hole in around 1 out of 10 of these galaxies is known to emit a jet that travels almost the speed of light. It is known that matter-antimatter particle pairs can be found in such jets. These particle pairs are thought to have a significant impact on the central black hole's surroundings over time, which in turn affects how the entire galaxy that contains the supermassive black hole evolves. However, because it is challenging to directly witness the microphysics in such a matter-antimatter soup floating around a black hole, astronomers are unsure of how that is. It is also challenging to precisely model such situations using computers, despite the fact that we currently own very powerful telescopes. To investigate such a matter in further detail, scientists devised a cunning workaround. To model such a jet, they looked to the CERN facility. In just 1 nanosecond, they ejected an astounding 300 billion protons using CERN's super-proton synchrotron equipment. These were subsequently directed towards a graphite and tantalum target, which triggers a series of particle interactions that result in the creation of many matter-antimatter couples. Doesn't that seem like something from a science fiction book? But no, the CERN facility is where all of this amazing technology is located. This approach allowed the scientists to produce at least 10 trillion particle-antiparticle pairs. Actually, the quantity is sufficient to produce what the researchers refer to as a sustained plasma state of these matter-antimatter couples, which is essentially a soup of these pairs that persists long enough for the researchers to do measurements. The creation of such a condition is important because it enables the scientists to replicate the physics occurring in these jets that are expelled by the enormous black holes in the lab. However, this is not the end of the scientists' work. In order to observe how their interaction results in the creation of magnetic fields that accelerate the particles in the jets, they now intend to force this potent simulated black hole jet to go through a meter-long plasma. One of the biggest enigmas in high-energy astrophysics is this. Aside from black holes, did you know that the World Wide Web originated at CERN? Yes, Tim Berners-Lee created the World Wide Web while he was employed here. Through the employment of its powerful equipment, CERN continues to assist scientists in bringing such uncommon astrophysical occurrences down to Earth from millions of light-years away. We can only hope that CERN will continue to reveal more fascinating physics to us. Aside from black hole jets, however, what do you believe to be the unifying theme across the stories of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which includes the Adult Swim animated programs Rick and Morty, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and Spider-Man: No Way Home? Yes, the multiverse is an anomaly. Through a mysterious electric field gateway, the main characters are transported from the present to another dimension and alternate between other universes. As our superheroes use their talents and open a portal with ease, it is captivating to watch the potential for a gateway that leads to an other dimension and universe play out on screen. It's intriguing, and just when we thought that these kinds of technologies were exclusively for moviegoers, CERN scientists are hard at work making it a reality. A portal to a parallel reality has been opened, according to scientists from this same dimension in which we live, as ridiculous as that may sound. This raises the question of whether we will be able to visit ourselves in other universes through this portal. What effects may such a meeting have on the cosmos as it exists today? With the discovery of the W and Z bosons, the first anti-hydrogen atoms, the development of particle detectors, and the discovery of the Higgs boson, also known as the God particle, CERN was founded 60 years ago with the primary objective of studying higher energy physics, which is primarily concerned with the interactions between subatomic particles. In the field of physics, CERN has served as a lighthouse for revolutionary scientific discoveries. Its most notable accomplishment, though, has been the development of the Large Hadron Collider, or LHC. Located in a circular tube that is 17 miles in diameter and 574 feet below the French-Swiss border close to Geneva, the LHC is the largest and highest energy particle collider in the world. The LHC's objective has always been very clear: to enable physicists to test the predictions of various particle physics theories, including measuring the Higgs boson's characteristics and researching other unanswered particle physics topics. And with good reason, it has played a key role in the discovery of the Higgs boson, which gives other particles their mass, one of the most fascinating particles in physics. Being the biggest machine in the world, it was also feared that it would destroy the entire planet when it conducted experiments to determine the fundamental functions of the universe by accelerating two beams of high-energy particles and colliding them when they reached the right speed. Theoretical physicist Stephen Hawking bemoaned the finding of the God particle at the time and cautioned that it might eventually be the cause of the end of the universe. Furthermore, the universe would be whipped out of space by a quantum fluctuation that created a vacuum bubble, according to a scenario concerning the Higgs boson doomsday. The collisions that occurred concurrently for more than 10 years tell a different narrative, despite experts' assurances that it would probably take 10 to 100 years for this to occur. It all began when the God particle was discovered. In addition to its impressive list of Nobel Prize-winning achievements, CERN is increasingly being linked to strange conspiracy theories about the particle collider. It's very unbelievable, but it's possible that the enormous tunnel opened a portal to a parallel universe. Scientists at CERN are reportedly trying to use the collider to create a portal to a parallel universe. It's unrealistic for the real world we live in, but is it really impossible? As it happens, no. When the LHC was first put into service, in 2008, it encountered unanticipated delays and failures. But since 2010, it has been operating at full capacity and generating theories about world destruction. The LHC is thought to have produced earthquakes in Italy during one of its 2016 operations, when plasma was launched from the LHC to a lab located 250 miles distant in Italy. Theories abound that it was the lab's attempt to open a portal to a parallel dimension, a wormhole across the universe, despite CERN's denial of the allegation. In addition, throughout the experiment, the locals experienced a dramatic display of thunder and lightning directly over the LHC lab. The LHC was thought to be either opening the portal to the world of Satan or an alien planet, based on the strength of the storms and lightning. A video of a human sacrifice from CERN's Geneva site has also surfaced in 2016. Videos of a woman being stabbed by individuals in black robes were posted online. The entire charade, according to the film, was carried out on the grounds of CERN in front of the Monument of Marriage. The official statement following the release of the film claimed that it was only individuals having fun, yet it was impossible to overlook the access badges that the ritual performers were wearing around their necks. Well, how did they get the access badges if they were just regular people? What other way would you describe that? But the most puzzling explanation for CERN establishing a gateway to another dimension is the initial obstacles the collider experienced. Many believe that a time traveler from the future was going back in time to our present to ruin the experiment in order to avert a catastrophic tragedy. He is said to have spoken languages no one knew and to have ruined the magnets, delaying the experiment. Isn't it reminiscent of the plot of the science fiction thriller series, Dark, where Noah uses the portal to the past and future to save the world? In retrospect, wouldn't a time traveler have already traversed time if he existed? We wouldn't even be aware that our reality or present has changed if he hadn't already changed the scientific course of action that needed to be addressed. Although we have thoroughly examined the conspiracies and likely causes of the collider and the portal to another dimension, we should be more concerned about the experiment's aftermath. Why don't we worry about the potentially dangerous effects it could have on the universe? According to scientists, asteroids would be drawn toward Earth if the LHC produced a powerful electromagnetic field, since space rock has a higher iron content. If it's higher, we might already be doomed before the door opens. The creation of many black holes in the universe is another adverse consequence. Theoretically, the LHC could create tiny black holes that would still have the same properties as black holes and would undoubtedly cause us to collide with other galaxies or import material from space. Finally, the Earth could be destroyed and matter radically changed by this particle collider experiment. The tiny black holes will gain mass because they will be ensnared in the Earth's gravitational field. According to certain experts, these tiny black holes may have an impact on other dimensions and ultimately result in the devastation of Earth, a portal to the cosmos, contact with extraterrestrial life, final annihilation by the extraterrestrial species, etc. This entire situation reminds me of the plot of the television show, The Three-Body Problem. Will our universe someday be completely destroyed as a result of the LHC opening a doorway to another dimension? Please leave your comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to Space Lab to receive updates on the newest discoveries in space travel. To be informed, click the bell button. Let's keep exploring together.